Yes, people are really doing amazing stuff in their communities.
Of course, I mean extraordinary stuff. Sometimes you feel people have special powers to be able to do what they are doing. Now, this gentleman that we're going to be talking to is one person who really is inspiring, because when you look at sighted people and how far we can even go, I mean, it's so admirable and a feat to really celebrate for a visually impaired person to be a teacher for sighted students.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're speaking to a visually impaired teacher who is making inroads in the education sector. If you're ready, I'm ready. Help me welcome
ready.
Mr. John Chapere, a teacher making amazing inroads in the Odo area. Often bring him on.
Mind your step.
Awesome.
Wow, beautiful. John,
hello.
How are you?
I'm great. What about you?
I'm fantastic.
Oh, good.
You have a beautiful shirt there.
Oh, thank you for this compliment.
Wow, you do have a wonderful smile as well.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's good.
Awesome. It's good to have you on the show.
I'm also excited to be here on this huge platform.
All right.
So how have you been?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm in Kwahu and I'm doing well. Chilly weather there.
How's the weather?
Beautiful weather.
It's called Small London. Obo is called Small London. So
Amazing.
John, so you are doing so well. You are a teacher, and even people who can see clearly, not many of us can teach. But despite your situation, you are really making inroads in making sure that younger people also get the knowledge that you have. But tell us, were you born blind?
Oh yes, I was born blind. Yeah, that's it. I was just born blind.
Really?
Yes.
So how was it like growing up knowing that you were different from, so at what point did you know that you were different from other children?
Well, I think around, let's say, when I was about 7 to 8 years, that's when I got to realize that there was a difference between me and my siblings and other people in my area. Yeah.
So what of your family? I mean, was there any special treatment for you? How many siblings did you have? And were you treated differently from others?
My father has 2 wives, so all together we're 9 siblings now. Yes. And well, I wasn't, of course I was given some special treatment, but not so much of a special treatment. I mean, I was made to fit, to the normal society.
Wow.
And my family has been very supportive.
Awesome.
Yeah, try to provide all the guidance and all the protection that I deserve.
Right, but did you attend any special schools?
Oh yes, I attended WA Methodist School for the Blind. That's a basic school. In fact, it was a boarding. It's a boarding school. So from preparatory to JSS 3. I was in a boarding house. And then during vacations, we go back to our parents. So when school resumes, we come back.
Okay.
How old are you? Do you mind sharing?
Oh, I don't mind. I'm 32 years.
Oh, wow.
So
are you
88.
Okay.
Awesome.
When's your birthday?
28th April.
Okay.
The best man of the year.
Of course, and why not? Right, so how was it like, now coming out of school? So after JHS in WA?
Good. I went to Wenchi Methodist Senior High. It's an integrated school.
Okay.
That is a combination of visually impaired persons and then sighted people. So yes, so I went to Wenchi Methodist Senior High.
But how was it like, being there? Did you have the resources? Was it easy for you?
Well, so it was a bit of a challenge. These integrated schools are not properly equipped.
Yeah.
They are doing their best, but I think that more can be done. In fact, I did literature, and sometimes there was a problem even having access to maybe audio materials or even braille materials in these lectures. It was a bit of a struggle, but the teachers there, the resource persons were committed, and then at the end of the day, we sailed through. Even though there were challenges, the issues of braille paper, issues of having access to all the textbooks in accessible format. It was a big problem.
Wow. But at what point in your life did you decide, or did you know that you wanted to be a teacher? What really informed that decision?
Okay, when I completed senior high school, in fact, when I was a child, I was of the impression that I wanted to become a lawyer. But I didn't know why I wanted to be. Maybe I was just so excited about the name
lawyer.
The lawyer. But after
after
completing senior high, I realized, I met one of my teachers, and he influenced my life. He's late now, but he told me to go and pursue English language and teach. And after interacting with him, the passion for the law just died off, and teaching just took over.
So where did you get your training from?
I went to the University of Cape Coast.
Wow,
yes.
Great.
And how was it like being in Cape Coast?
UCC.
Oh, Cape Coast, wow, it was a very nice experience. Yes, it was a very nice experience. I mean, I really enjoyed my time in Cape Coast. I participated in a lot of activities on campus, especially quiz programs.
Wow.
When whole week celebrations, I was always very active there, and had friends, a lot of friends, people who are ready to assist, and a whole lot of friends. And of course, there were challenges. I mean, sometimes there are people who have never come into contact with a visually impaired person. So sometimes when they meet you, they ask you so many questions. They try to sometimes very flimsy questions, but you just have to answer everything. Yeah, but Cape Coast was a nice experience.
Yeah, but what was campus disabled friendly? I mean, did you struggle to go about?
Well, I think that not all that friendly, but somehow. But there are still challenges, though. So, I mean, we had to rely on friends to move around to lecture theaters and all that. But some parts were a bit friendly. Some parts of the campus were a bit friendly. Some too were not.
And now you are a teacher.
Yes.
What's the name of your school?
My school is Kwao Ridge Senior High Technical School in Obo.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
It's not a visually impaired school.
Not at all.
So how did you end up there?
Well, I was recruited by the Ghana Education Service in 2018. That is in March, and I was posted there.
Oh, okay.
And what subjects do you teach?
I teach English language.
Wow.
What was it like? I mean, do you have a tough time teaching sighted students?
Well, I will not say a tough time, but I think that it's a bit of a challenge, but not a very serious challenge. You see, when students see you for the first time, especially your state, I mean, they will be wondering how you are going to, impact knowledge to them. I remember one of my students later came and confessed that, in fact, the first day I entered the class, she was wondering what I was going to do. But after experiencing me for a month or so, she said no, she was very impressed with my teaching. So, of course, teaching sighted people, some may try to sometimes do certain things maybe at your blind side, but I think that some of these things are normal. You can't totally eradicate them. It is student behavior. So, but I don't think they haven't really posed any serious or dangerous challenge to me.
Wow.
So how do you prepare your lesson notes? How do you set exam questions? How do you mark?
Okay, well, for certain questions, I know how to use the laptop, so I can type it. I can also dictate to someone to put it in print.
Wow.
The lesson notes can be typed, or they can also be dictated. And then for the marking, what happens is that I take the script, get somebody who is very fluent at reading. The person reads to me, I point out the errors to you. If there's something I want you to circle, I let you do it. If there's a particular spell I want to verify, I do that.
And who pays that person?
For now, nobody pays the person. The person just does on the basis of benevolence.
Wow. Wow. But then walk us through the teaching itself, the process, the practical aspect of teaching. When you step into the classroom, how do you go about your duty?
Well, I step into the classroom, I spend some few minutes trying to interact with students, of course. Then, so
you can interact with us when you take us as your students.
We're students,
and you are in the classroom. So now.
Okay, so I enter the class. Say good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so how was your weekend?
Oh, not bad.
Okay.
It was good.
So how is? Did I mention your name? How is life? Hope you are doing well.
Yeah, God's grace.
And I hope we are prepared to learn.
Sure.
And so today we are going to look at a very interesting topic.
Okay.
You see, I don't go straight away to tell them the topic. I try to put them in some kind of suspense.
Okay.
And then, as the students try to figure out the answers, definitely somebody will get an answer. Then I'll tell, okay, today our topic is, maybe if it is phrasal verb, I say today our topic is phrasal verb. I get one of the students to put it on the board.
Okay.
Right. Then
we
roll on.
So what class do you teach?
Awesome.
I teach 3 classes. I teach, because of the COVID-19, some of the classes have been split. So I teach 2 general as 2A3, 2 general as 1B, and then 2 visual as 3.
Oh, is it
Is that
Senior
the senior
high school?
high level?
Yes, senior high, yes.
Oh, wow.
Senior high, sure.
And are your students cooperative?
Very, very cooperative, except for some few challenges. But I mean, a large chunk of them are very cooperative.
Wow.
Now, John, every answer you've given us, you've mentioned challenges that come with it. Per where you stand, how do we as a nation help make your life better?
Well, I think that, for example, the classroom, the issues of market, I was very happy when you asked me who pays the person who is to me. I think that the nation can do something by at least assigning, if they can even assign national persons, service persons to us, or even assistants, so that some of these burdens can be taken off. I mean, somebody can be helping you to mark, and then sometimes even assist in the classroom.
Right.
So, for instance, like teaching assistants, kind of?
Yes. Not that the person is going to do your work for you, but certain times, some basic things that you need to make your work smoother. Exactly.
But the money is good?
Okay, not bad, but Matthias always asks for more. So.
Now, you were employed 2018, you say?
Yes.
Right, that's about the time the free SHS started.
Sure.
Yes, now we are rolling out the double track system. What do you make of all this?
Well, I think that the double track, well, it's not so much a bad system. I mean, I think that is the only alternative available for now. I mean, if you want to really create access to rope in a lot of students to to make our country literate, then we can't leave out a certain portion of our society. Yeah. And the exigencies of the time demanded that the double track system was implemented, and I think it was quite innovative. Though there are a few challenges, but I think the challenges do not erode the total benefits or the total importance of the double track system.
Awesome. Now, given the option, visually impaired students and sighted students, which one would you go for?
This is a very difficult question.
I know.
Well,
you've not really thought about it, have you?
You could do with any student, whether visually impaired or not.
Well, I don't have a challenge dealing with any kind of student. But I mean, for the visually impaired, maybe the issue of getting someone to read my scripts to me will not be a big problem. Yeah. Because they are simply going to write in Braille. Yeah. But I'm comfortable with, I'm comfortable with teaching the sighted. I'm much more, you see, the sighted who gives you a lot of experience. We do not want a situation where we are confined as to go back to the school for learning and teach. Yeah. In that case, your potentials I don't know elsewhere. Yeah. Now that I'm at Kwawu, I interact with a lot of students, and at least my potentials too are known. They also tell their parents, and I think that it goes a long way to take away that kind of perception certain parents have about their children. It will encourage them to bring their children out, those who are blind, those who are disabled. Yeah. At least after all, they have their teacher who is blind, who is teaching their children.
Yeah, they have an example to live. But John, are you married?
No, I'm not.
What are you waiting for?
I'm still searching.
Hey! So when you were in UCC, you did not grab?
I didn't grab. I had a lot of female friends, but I didn't grab any.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
So what are your plans, in the next year or two? What are your plans?
Yeah, what does the future hold for you?
My plans is I want to finish with the master's degree.
Have you started already?
Yes.
At where?
University of Cape Coast.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I want to complete it and then probably see if I can go ahead. I have an ambition to become a lecturer, so...
Okay. Oh,
great.
Exactly.
Good.
So
then you're on track.
Yes.
That means you really want to stay in the teaching space.
Sure.
But which of the universities would you want to lecture at?
Of course, UCC.
See, that's so biased.
That's where the hat is.
Exactly.
So biased. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's an amazing. But where do you go to church?
Okay, at Obo, I go to Apostolic Church of Ghana.
Okay. If I ask you to tell me your talent, apart from teaching, because I know you are very passionate about teaching. Yes. But what else can you do?
Well, I do a lot of quizzes. I participate in a lot of quiz competitions. In fact, when I was on campus, I represented my school. That's the University of Cape Coast in a Know Africa competition organized by TV Africa, and we won.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, we went through the stages, the preliminaries, quarterfinals, semifinals, to the finals, and then we won.
So how do you entertain yourself?
Well, I like a lot of reading, audio books. I listen to a lot of audio books. And then I also listen to a bit of music, not so much.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Maybe sometimes hymns and a bit of high life.
Wow.
Yeah, who's your favorite high life artist?
Oh, my favorite high life artist? For now, it should be Daddy Lumba.
Hey!
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
Wow.
No, because we are going to play that for you.
Wow, favorite.
Yes.
It's difficult to choose. But I like Teresa, you know.
Teresa B was coming into the scene.
No. Are you able to sing it? Do you like to sing sometimes?
I don't have a good voice.
No, you can at least sing along, you know, when it's playing.
Well, you see, my tune is not that strong, but I'll try.
Okay, all right. I'm going to play that for you, and you will try to sing along. So, are you ready?
Okay, let me see. Let me try.
Okay, so you sing a little bit before we start playing.
Okay. Teresa, it's going to be tough. Okay.
Really? You should be dancing. Let me help you to start singing. Yeah, so you can stand here. Yeah. No, you try. I'm dancing with you. Yeah.
You move so good.
And then you can move to rhythm.
Come on.
Yeah, do well, John. I'm enjoying your part is coming.
Teresa, you know to say woo. Teresa, you know to say woo.
I guess it's John Chapere.
You're better than you give yourself credit for.
Yes. That was awesome. John, thank you very much for passing through. And God bless you for the amazing job you are doing for Mother Ghana.
Now, you see, there are a number of people who, if I can put it this way, are in your situation and may have given up on life.
Exactly.
If you had the opportunity to speak to these people, what is that one message that you will give to them?
Well, what I will tell them is that the world is a hard place.
Yeah.
But it's a hard place, but you can navigate your way through. Where there is a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
You must be determined in life. And of course, I will also ask families to be supportive.
Yeah.
It's challenging, but you've got to support your family, your a person who has a disability. You have to support a person. You have to make the way, encourage the person. It is not the end of the world.
Wow.
The fact that you are visually impaired, you are disabled, doesn't mean that is the end of the world. I mean, Helen Keller was deaf-blind.
Yeah.
But because of the support and the encouragement she had from family and other people, she made it. And she was determined. So you may find yourself in a particular situation, but that is not the end of the light. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely. So have there been some special people who have given you some unique support that you would like to say thank you to?
Oh, for now, I have to thank my parents.
Yeah.
And who else?
Who else
And then,
would you also thank you to?
When I was going through school, I had a lot of support from the Roman Catholic Church in my hometown, that's Tona.
Okay.
And then, at the university too, Mr. Kofin Tim was very supportive. He was the head of the resource center.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I also have Mr. Kwame Bohini at UCC. He's at the library there. He's also very supportive. And then some of my friends at the Kwao Rich, Elvis Opare, Philip Ampofo, Richard Oposasare, Solomon Kovna, all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
The entire staff there, they are very supportive.
All right. I want to say thank you to all of you
and then
for
to my
supporting
headmistress too,
Yeah.
Mrs. Regina Tete.
Awesome.
Also very supportive.
All right, John. Thank you very much for passing
You're
through.
most welcome.
All
Thank you very
right.
much.
Yeah, we appreciate you so much and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
It's awesome what you're doing. God bless you. All right.